Meet Dave from accounting. Dave loves two things in this world: numbers and LeBron James. He is a highly competent accountant, but Dave also lacks common sense from time to time. And Dave is well known in the IT department of his employer as somewhat of a loose cannon when it comes to clicking suspicious links, just like the one inside the email he received this morning. Hello, esteemed classmates and professionals, and welcome to this video exploration of one of the top threats in cybersecurity, user error. Simply put, human errors are the digital equivalent of leaving your house keys under the welcome mat. Super convenient for you, and a complete dream for the guy who's about to walk in and steal your brand new 65-inch flat screen TV. Alright. In this course so far, we've looked at how technology and management intersect to protect valuable data, and today we're going to look and see just how critical the user-related errors factor is in cybersecurity. Meanwhile, research shows that a whopping 74% of data breaches can be attributed to some form of user-related errors. User-related errors are what bulls are in china shops. Pretty much you can build the strongest possible digital fortress, but if someone inside the castle lets down the drawbridge for the Trojan horse to come in, all bets are off and you're cooked. And these aren't just small slips. Phishing scams, for instance, often rely on employees' curiosity or fatigue levels. Factors like complacency, fatigue, and just plain absent-mindedness play a huge role when it comes to user-related errors in cybersecurity. Because let's face it, if you're tired, you're not going to be vetting every single email with Sherlock Holmes level scrutiny. At the same time, hackers are more than willing to do their homework. They scan through social media, press releases, even private photo albums you thought were unavailable for anyone else to see, just so they can make those phishing emails seem a little bit more realistic. For example, your company's just landed a brand new large client, or maybe you're hosting a holiday party. Hackers will figure out this information and use it to craft their scam around. Anything to make these emails and these scams seem more legitimate, anything to not raise any red flags. All of a sudden you get an email with the subject line talking about a holiday party. This isn't going to raise any concerns, and that's how they reel you in and get you. Now let's zero in on something a little bit closer to home. We're going to talk about the legal implications of user-related errors in North Carolina. New regulations in North Carolina place a huge emphasis on data protection. Companies can now be held responsible if found being negligent in training their employees or protecting their data. So let's just say if your company's cybersecurity plan is to hope for the best, you may end up finding yourself in legal hot water down the line. And that hurts almost as bad as realizing you got hacked because your password was password. North Carolina's message is clear. Be proactive about preventing user-related errors and data breaches, or have a really expensive lawyer on speed dial. So we know humans can be the weakest link. It's obvious at this point. But on the flip side, humans can also be the strongest defense when it comes to a great cybersecurity system and plan. And that's just the start. Even small mistakes like using the same password for your Netflix account as your work email can lead to massive data breaches that can be easily prevented. So here's a few ways that you can also prevent these errors. Number one, multi-factor authentication. Let's face it, one password just isn't enough. Using one password for all your accounts without having some type of check system in place is like a bank putting one padlock on the front door. It's just stupid. Multi-factor authentication can really help those accounts be a lot more secure, and they're especially important for those accounts that contain sensitive data. Number two, regularly update your software. If you're clicking remind me later, remind me tomorrow when asked about updating your software, you're better off just rolling out a red carpet for hackers and telling them to take your data. Don't allow hackers to exploit known vulnerabilities. Just update your software regularly and avoid these types of issues. Number three, access controls. Limiting access controls for employees to only what they need to use. It's about not giving everybody in the building the master key. Number four, limit data exposure. Be mindful of what you're posting online, whether it's a social media post from a company profile or even maybe a personal LinkedIn post. These can all give intel to hackers, and hackers thrive on even the smallest pieces of information. Training and ongoing testing for employees is absolutely paramount. Running phishing simulations, hosting webinars or informational events, and even rewarding employees and users for catching suspicious emails can be a great way to foster a secure and safe environment when it comes to cybersecurity. If Dave from accounting knows he'll get a pat on the back and a donut for spotting a suspicious email, he may be a little more hesitant to click on that shady link next time. Continuous education, strong policies, and managerial support are all key in order to foster a secure environment. Translation being, everyone from the C-suite down has to take this issue seriously. Because let's be real, a firewall can only do so much if Dave from accounting keeps clicking on the shady links. So here's the big question. Are you and your security team taking user-related errors as seriously as you are your brand new flashy firewall? Because it's all too easy to get caught up with the latest advancements and tools in cybersecurity. But if your team is uninformed, undertrained, or if they're just tired, then those flashy defenses are all at risk. Ultimately, while a $1 million firewall and the latest antivirus software are great ways to increase security with your network, making sure Dave doesn't click on every link from LeBron James impersonators is just as important. That means regular training, reminders, updates, meetings, and a culture that promotes increased security awareness. If you combine technological advances with an informed and trained workforce, you're well on your way to fostering an environment that promotes safety and security, and making those hackers work a little bit harder. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember, stay safe, stay secure, and please stop using password 123 as your password. Your future self and your IT department will thank you for it.